Now, the Director General of the Nysc, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, is in the studio to speak more on the closure of all NYSC camps across the country. Sir, you're welcome to our studios.
Thank you very much.
Now, our reporter says there are hand sanitizers all over your camps, even from the entrance into every nook and cranny. Why then the suspension?
You know, we have to be proactive. From the interview with the corps members, you can hear, you heard what they said, that safety first. And that informed why we took the decision. And of course, you must have heard yesterday the National Sports Festival was also postponed. The minister made the announcement. We are also part of the ministry, and we have to be proactive and also take certain measures. So by the time our stakeholders, the Federal Ministry of Health, the Center for Disease Control, by the time the thing is clear, we'll return them back to camp to continue the remaining part of the training.
I was going to ask what then will happen to the next stream, but it seems you've already answered that question. Can you be certain that in the absence of this, the next stream will return to camp?
The next stream, yeah, once there is an improvement in the situation, everything will come on board.
So what will happen to the allowance, the alawi always paid to corps members?
No, they enjoy the allowances. They enjoy the allowance. They've all opened their accounts, and the March allowance, when it's time for payment, they will be paid. And there's no problem. You know, they're also very happy with the increment by Mr. President of the allowance from 19,800 to 33,000 naira now. That's why they're eager to serve their country. But we have to be careful, to be proactive. Their safety first. Because as I do tell the corps members, their parents and the federal government and government at all levels have invested so much on them, and they want the return of their investments. Because as future leaders, we cannot talk with their future, and that informed why this decision was taken. Because the federal government is concerned for their welfare.
So, sir, I already asked if what would happen to the next stream, but will the next batch come at the appropriate time?
Everything depends on safety first. So the moment the situation is clear, of course, it will.
And what does this portend for the NYSC scheme as a whole?
Well, it's just for us to be careful. That's the side effect of the coronavirus, which is not limited to Nigeria alone. It's all over the world. And just as the federal government is taking proactive measures, we also have to key in, and that's what has happened. The moment there's an improvement, we also bring them back for training. This is not our first experience. We had it during the Ebola crisis, and such camp was also closed, and the corps was posted to the place of primary assignment. The service continued, just another phase of the service here. So when the Ebola subsided, they were returned back to camp to complete the remaining part of the training, because orientation is very, very important.
So that means those already serving, you have plans for them, you've covered them as part of the precautions and safety measures?
Yes, we intend to, you know, we have CD group where a large number of corps also converge. We also intend to shift it to about another 3 weeks, so that let's study the situation. And for CD community development service, where week in, week out, our corps normally converge to contribute to the development of their community. So we intend to also suspend that for another 3 weeks and see how it goes. But for that orientation, we will await the directive from the Federal Ministry of Health, the Center for Disease Control, and so on. The minister has been given a brief day in, day out, so we will monitor it closely to guide our decision.
Sir, can you confirm reports of a corps member who has the infection in Ekiti is said to have the infection in Ekiti?
You know, we had similar experience in Anambra when we went there. It was malaria, and of course we were also scared. The moment the temperature was high, people began to suspect it must be maybe coronavirus. So he was taken to Inewi, to the screening center, and it was negative. So this one, whatever this thing, will take them for screening, and once the thing is negative, we let them know. But for now, so far, in my sitting here with you, so far we have not experienced any positive from any corps member in camp.
Thank you very much for that clarification, sir. And your message is safety first.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you for having me.